Where you?
Gaga, yeah. This one you be the woman with the battery brains and the boldness. Jack you back to pull. The people's choice, the boss lady and the force. All hands in the air. Yeah, we roll on. We try and beat start. Clang, 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 bass kicking. From the station to the street, ship on the scene. Discipline tight, everything clean. Governor here, she up, says she's strong like queen. Talk through Jackie, then let the team. Years 1 year, she work non-stop. Hold down the force, rise to the top. Acting like one that can block she back. She been the boss from long time back. She deceit, she control. Heart of the people, woman with soul. Jackie run things, that's the goal. Commissioner flow to the rhythm roll. She deceit, she control. Heart of the people, woman with soul. Jackie run things, she run the people's choice. Commissioner flow to the rhythm roll. All hands in the air, let we roll on. It's high and beat start. Clang, 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 bass kicking. From the station to the street, ship on the scene. Discipline tight, everything clean. Governor here, she up, says she's strong like queen. Talk through Jackie, then let the team.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry? Oh. He's watching, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to take the time to thank everyone who were instrumental in making sure they showed up to be present and be counted here this afternoon. I believe that it was an intentional move, and I still believe that the impact was felt. We are here now, and we are going to have a few speakers come and join us. We're going to start with Bishop John Klein. He will come and he will share words with us at this time.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. We want to continue our protest that we started on Monday. On Monday, Governor Pruse asked his workers to stay at home while he found it necessary to be on a local talk show trying to defend his decision and his actions. And today again, we see that the parking lot is empty. But we want to send a clear and strong message to Governor Pruse that we, the people of the Virgin Islands, are unresolved in our efforts to ensure that good governance exists here in the Virgin Islands. Our faith is rooted in God Our faith is rooted in the resilience and the strength of our ancestors. We are a proud Caribbean people of African descent, and we stand on great shoulders. While you would like us to forget the strength and the resilience of Haiti's Toussaint Louverture, or Jamaica's Alexander Bustamante, or Trinidad Eric Williams, or Ghana's Kwame Nkrumah, or Congo Patrice Lumumba, or Burkina Faso Thomas Sankara, or BVI Theodore Faulkner, Lindy De Castro, and Gladys Fonseca, the men who championed the cause of independence and fought for the rights of their people. While you would want us to forget them, on the same token you took the liberty and had us remember and taught us in school about men with murderous intent and action like Christopher Columbus, Sir Francis Drake, Balboa Cortez. But we say no, we will remember our heroes from near and from far. So we stand together and we march not just for Jackie, but we march for the sacrifice of those who have gone before us, on whose shoulders we stand. We march for the progress made by C.B. Romney, H. Lavity Stout, and all former legislators. We march for our children and our grandchildren and for generations yet unborn. The British would want us to forget that they were the ones who captured us, brutally beat us, murdered our fathers, castrated our sons, raped our mothers. They would want us to forget that everyone who stood against injustice from Africa and in the Caribbean, they either murdered or marginalized, like Marcus Messiah Garvey. And now you want to preach to us about human rights. But we will never forget their legacy. How can we forget? When the blood of our ancestors cried from the ground, their voices cry out to us that we should not give up. Even though you do not have the capacity to hear them, nor do you care to hear them, but we hear them. Jackie hears them, and she hears their cry. She hears their cry for justice, the kind of cry that led us to August 1st, 1834. She hears the cry of the 3 BVI men and their 1,500 foot soldiers that stood in 1949. And we hear them too. That's why we are here this afternoon. And we have decided in our minds that their cries will not go unattended. So Foreign Minister Stephen Daughtry, we ask that you rein in your governor. Mr. Governor Daniel Bruce, check yourself, because if you don't, we will check you. Your unilateral decision to remove Jacqueline Vanderpool as acting Commissioner of Police against the recommendation of the Police Service Commission usurped their constitutional authority. Your unilateral decision, what you now call a recommendation despite the PSC's express disapproval, reeks with disrespect and is viewed as procedurally improper. Your unilateral removal of the acting Commissioner of Police without cause offends natural justice. And we know, Your Excellency, we know that the reason that you've given, citing administrative efficiency, does not constitute lawful grounds for Jackie's removal. Therefore, we will continue to stand to do whatever it takes until the message of good governance, justice, fairness, and transparency is heard. We will resist every attempt of your constitutional overreach that you shroud in the cloak of national security and human rights. We will fight for our rights as Virgin Islanders. And in the words of your former Premier, Winston Churchill, who says, we will fight on the beaches and we will fight on landing ground. We will fight in the field and we will fight in the streets. We will fight in the hills. But we will never surrender our rights as a free and determined people of these Virgin Islands. And to you, my fellow Virgin Islanders, who oftentimes would speak publicly or privately but hide publicly. You would speak privately but hide publicly. We say to you, there comes a time when all of us must stand. When the little shepherd boy David went out into the field and saw his cowardice brothers being or hiding from the giant Goliath, he was just a shepherd boy. But with courage and with determination, he asked one question: who is this uncircumcised Philistine that's defying the people of God? And then when they told him to go home and shut up, he asked them one question: is there not a cause? And to you, my fellow Virgin Islanders, I ask of you today, is there not a cause for you to come out of your homes, in hiding in your cars and in the bars, to stand up for such a just cause? So we stand today, and I leave you with the words of a hymn, in the hymn writer who says, may those who come behind us find us faithful. May the light of our devotion light their way. May the footprints that we leave inspire them to believe, and the lives we live inspire them to obey. May all who come behind us find us faithful. God bless you, and God bless these Virgin Islands.
Bishop, and again the call tonight, or rather the question is there not a cause? And for those of you standing here, we acknowledge that you believe that there is. So thank you so very much again for showing up and standing up. I will now call Mr. Julian Willock to offer words to the group.
Come back and get up there.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Julian Willock, and I'm proud to stand here to offer my full and firm support in support of Miss Jackie E. Vanterpool to be the next Commissioner of Police. Jackie's qualified, and she's one of us. Now, over the last few days, I've gotten a lot of calls with persons telling me, why they shouldn't show up and why they wouldn't march, and my friend and my cousin and this person were victimized and why we wasn't marching for all those people. And the simple answer to them is, let's start today, that this march will represent all those who have been victimized over the years. Because I don't want my people to mix up sugar apples with mangoes. Because the importance of this march is that once they take out Jackie, they're coming for immigration, they're coming for customs, they're coming for the financial secretary's post, the FIA, they want the ports, and they will not stop until we are recolonized. And that is the objective, that is the intention. Now, some have also said that this march is sexist. Not the march, the decision by the governor to remove Jackie is sexist. And I agree with them to some extent. But I also reflected that there was another female that they wanted who didn't look like me or you. Yes. But because her application was rejected, all hell broke loose. So therefore they turned on Jackie simply because they didn't get who they wanted. Yes, that's the facts. And I say to you today, there is a cause. And what do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. And over the years, there have been local commissioner of police, so no one can, in their right mind, suggest. The White House cannot suggest that we're not capable. We had two local commissioner of police, Vernon E. Malone and Reynold Fraser, and they both did a wonderful job. And some of the things that Vernon Malone had left in the police force is ongoing today. So we don't want to hear no press conference about he did it for professionalism or he did it for something. We know why he did it. He did it because they have their own agenda. And Jackie was getting in the way of their agenda. Jackie was getting in the way of their own corruption. So therefore she has to be removed. Now I heard in a bar this morning that some guy is here on vacation. And they claim that he has some big post waiting. Now, if I had 55 counts against me, nobody will hire me. But because they don't look like me or you, they could come back and get hired. But I said to you today, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. We need it now. So others were afraid to come out today because they don't want to be targeted. They're afraid of 300 and 400 years of history. But justice is a thing, no matter how long it takes, it will come around. Nelson Mandela was locked up for 27 years. He ended up being president, and they have a multiracial society in South Africa. The Jim Crow laws in the United States lasted for 52 years. Today, at least, there's a measure of equality. Again, I said to you, there is a cause. And this march is important because we do it for our ancestors and we do it for our children. So don't get deterred, Bishop and the other organizers, because they appear to be a small number. The cause is great. The cause is important because today it's Jackie. Tomorrow it might be you and you and you. So in closing, we will not give up. We will keep marching on. We will keep fighting for justice. Because at the end, we are assured that there will be victory. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone who always tries to speak honestly. I am going to call political activist and Pastor Claude Klein to address the crowd.
Come on, honestly speaking. There we go. Honestly speaking? Yes. Down the road, let's go down the road.
Come closer.
Close.
Today I stand here as a Virgin Islander, a part of the resistance. I stand here with you to stand with Jackie and to say to the United Kingdom, to get to Jackie, you have to come through all of us. We want to say to the United Kingdom, you have disrespected Jackie. You have disrespected all of us. I want us to say to the United Kingdom, you have pushed Jackie out. You have pushed all of us out. I want to say to the United Kingdom that you continue to behave in colonial ways that seeks to undermine the inherent God-given right of a people to choose for themselves. And we are here today to say that enough is enough. We are here today to say to the United Kingdom, you must take your hands off of Jackie. We are here today to say to the United Kingdom, you must take your hands off of the Virgin Islands. We are here today to say to the United Kingdom, you must take your hands off of our belongership. We are here today to say to the United Kingdom, you must take your hands off of our lands. We are here today to say to the United Kingdom that our House of Assembly and our cabinet must be the ultimate and the final authority in these Virgin Islands. Now I also want to say the governor as an individual is not simply who we are fighting. The office of the governor is not an individual. The office of the governor is an institution. And that institution is the United Kingdom. And we want to say to the United Kingdom, that is the institution, that you have been and continues to be an unfaithful partner in this relationship. And we have marched here today, in the words of our dear sister, to begin the filing of our divorce papers from the United Kingdom. This is a bad marriage. This is a toxic marriage. This is an abusive marriage. This is a marriage that violates our people. Now to Governor Bruce. You have taken the time to go to the airways and to declare that you are simply following the Constitution. And that is correct. You have taken the time to tell us across the airways that you have not broken the law. And that is correct. But we want to say to you today with a single voice that though it is true that you have not broken the law, we are here today to declare that the law is broken. I want to say that again. Yes, it is true that you have not broken the law. But the truth of the matter is
that the law itself is broken. There used to be laws that forbid us to learn to read, and they kept the law, but the law was broken. Come closer. There used to be laws that forbid us to learn how to write, but the law itself was broken. And we have come here today, though that piece of legislation that gives you reserve power in our 2007 Constitution, that there is something fundamentally wrong with the tenets of the Constitution in the first place. The law is broken. The law itself is immoral and unethical. That you can have a population of some 16,000 voting individuals, and one somebody can have a supermajority vote and undo what the 16,000 people have said. There's something wrong with that. This is the 21st century. This is the year of our Lord 2025, and still we are showered down with the rains of colonialism. I'm here today with one voice to say to us that enough is. Jackie is ours. Jackie is our daughter. Jackie is our mother. Jackie is our sister. Jackie is our aunt. Jackie is our niece. If you've done it unto Jackie, you've done it unto all of us. Now I want to speak to the women of the Virgin Islands. I said I want to speak to the women of the Virgin Islands. I want every woman under the sound of my voice today and across the virtual space to hear me say this. Just like racism, sexism is real. There was a time in human history that women could not even have a credit card on their own. There was a time in human history that women could not even buy a piece of land without the permission or with the signature of a male. There is so many women who now sit in domestic situation and who suffer in silence. I want to say to the women of the Virgin Islands, it's time for you to lift your voice, because silence is consent. Silence is consent to your disrespect. Silence is consent to your violation. Silence is consent to your rape. Silence is consent to the glass ceiling that they have put in your life. It's time for women of the Virgin Islands to lift their voice and shout that enough. Enough is enough. And I want to say to all those across this space, we understand that we all have personal grievances. We can appreciate that there are ways in which we have not been our brothers and sisters keepers. There are ways in which we have not been good stewards towards each other. I understand, I acknowledge, I affirm your individual and personal grievance. But this particular matter is a national matter. You should not use an excuse or offer any explanation, no matter how legitimate it is. We have a common adversary in these Virgin Islands, and we must come together and raise our Ebenezer and raise our voice and speak one clear message to the United Kingdom that enough is enough. We can no longer be silent. We are calling on ministers of government. We are glad to see that all and minute, I'm coming to them in a minute. Our ministers and all occupants, all 13 of you of the House of Assembly, we are indeed delighted and pleased to have had you on Monday, and pleased to have you today. But I want to say to all of you who exercise influence over your constituencies from the 1st to the 9th district and at large, part of your responsibility, this is not the end of the race. This is just one leg of the race. You have a moral responsibility to mobilize your district, to mobilize the at large, to get these petitions signed. You cannot just show up. That's good and we applaud it. But you must mobilize your district communities to do what needs to be done to continue to send a clear message. And to our people, there will come a time, at least by June of 2027, when we will be afforded the opportunity to adjudicate at the ballot box whether or not we want the existing government or a current government. But what's happening amongst ourselves with the bishop, if I'm blaming him for hurting me, and I have a gun to his head and a gun to you, and for the sake of clarity, I speak metaphor things out of context and do sound bites on Cross Skelton Climb. My brothers and sisters, as I close, it's time for us to arise. We must say to the United Kingdom, where were you when Honorable Lavi Stout was trying to bring education in this country? One of the things that empires do besides extraction, they take out all of your resources and they use slave labor and cheap labor. They are never interested in educating our people. Where were you when Honorable Lavi Stout and others were constituted and making and ensuring that our people were educated? Where were you and where was your funding when Honorable Lavi Stout was building what is now the community college? Where were you when Brother Romney and Honorable Ralph and others saw what was happening in Panama and sought to put the construct in place to find and discover and to set up what we now know as the financial services that now serves as the pillar of this country? Where were you 1978 when we were just getting the donation and Honorable Wiltley was this good steward set in place so that we have never needed another nickel in our annual budget from the United Kingdom? It was our foreparents who built this nation. It was our foreparents who built the tourism product. It was our foreparents who built our financial services. And after we have built them, here you come, wanting to reap the fruit of their labor. The devil is a liar, and so is his mother-in-law.
Hey! Yes, sir! So is his mother-in-law.
Say it again. The devil is a liar, and so is his mother-in-law.
Yes, sir!
Don't give them money for prisons.
That's right. They build us prison because when you speak up and when you become a part of the resistance, they will either seek to criminalize you, and if that is not enough, they will assassinate you. No, I know it's hard sometimes to speak truth to power, and I know that there has been a currency of fear that has crippled this nation. But my brothers and sisters, they can't lock all of us up. Are you listening to me? We must come together and we must stand in solidarity with one voice and sing one chorus and declare in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., we shall overcome. That we shall overcome. From Anegada to Yosemite, we shall overcome. From Mount Sage to Mount Healthy, we shall overcome. From Sandy Smith to King Garden, we shall overcome. I'm here to declare today as a people, we shall overcome. God bless you and God keep you, and let's continue to fight the power.
This is a movement and it continues. Coming up next, I invite Angel Cameron to offer a few words to you.
Justice for Jackie! Justice for Jackie! Justice for Jackie! Justice for her is justice for you and for me. I want to remind you of just a few things. In 2016, Jackie Vanterpool was appointed as the BVI's first female superintendent. In 2019, after 6 weeks, Jackie worked in the UK to ensure that she had gained experience within their controls. In 2020, then Superintendent Jackie left the territory and completed a course that only expectant commissioners of police complete. That course is called the Strategic Command Course at the UK College of Policing. You're following me? Former Police Commissioner Michael Matthews noted at that point when she left to do the course to become commissioner that, I want to quote him properly. He said that Ms. Vanterpool's acceptance into this course is crucial for the next steps in ensuring the Virgin Islands Police Force future. In 2022, Ms. Vanterpool was appointed as Deputy Commissioner, a role she held jointly with now retired St. Clair Amory. All right. 2024, Deputy Commissioner Vanterpool was appointed as Acting Commissioner for a period of over 1 year. We're in 2025 now. Acting Commissioner applied for the role that was advertised to become Commissioner of Police. She did twice. She applied 2 times. On that second application, right before her interview was to be called, the process was halted. You can go and look it up. I ain't making up nothing. These are facts. The process was halted. All right. Stick with me. In November 2025, months after the governor, Daniel Proust, decided and lauded Commissioner Vanterpool for her great works in the role as acting commissioner, he has now decided to demote her without just cause. Then Governor Proust want we, the people of these Virgin Islands, to believe that somehow between his speech Thursday and Monday, when he remembered that we had radio stations, that there has been a change in the role. All right. As Claude said, come closer. I want to remind you that Acting Commissioner Vanterpool has the same qualifications as the recommended young man from the UK Olga. I want to remind you because remember, she worked under them to get the experience. She went to their schools to make sure she had the proper degrees and education to do this. All right, come closer. In the UK, via their appointed governors, continue to overreach their constitutional powers here in the Virgin Islands, we have to do what is right for us. We have to do what's right for my children and my children's children. We must become independence soon. There's no beating around the bush. This is our country and we want it back. Sick and tired of having these people come here and tell us what to do when it is convenient for them. When they feel that their reach is pulling at our strings, they find something to haul us back in. We ain't no puppet with nobody. We are Virgin Islanders. We are the same country that they decided was a bird sanctuary and left us. We are about to acknowledge a holiday where in 1949 we have already done this. We shouldn't be here again. So this is the last cause. This is the last time. This is the last match. Because after this, the only thing we matching for is victory in independence. God bless you.
Thank you so much. We've gotten it clearer and clearer every time. With each presenter, it was in somebody's language. And as we begin to wrap up this afternoon, I also will share a short bit with you as before I have Bishop Klein come and wrap us up for the evening. This morning, I woke up feeling quite enthused and energetic. The Lord. I truly believe that it was that moment that gave me at least the fire to continue on as we carry out this movement. This morning, I actually found it quite strategic because that's what they do. To see the governor come on and finally offer a statement giving some level of perceived clarity. But I also took offense by it because it really felt like as if he is perceiving us to be an uneducated people. Every time he speaks, there's another story. And this time, the story was that Acting Commissioner Vanterpool is incompetent. As Angela has just given the record, we see that she went and got educated in their schools. So if she was educated in their schools and she is incompetent, that says a lot about them, not us. What we are saying as Virgin Islanders is we believe in Commissioner Vanterpool. We have seen the proof of her labor. Apparently the governor has not seen it. That doesn't come by surprise because how often does he intermingle with us? But we live in our communities, we drive in our communities, we learn in our communities, and I think we are the best persons to gather that data from. Everybody who chose to stand here tonight chose to stand in the gap. And yes, there are those who didn't show up. I'm sure we'll get messages, we'll get calls. For me, the strongest conviction I had is that at least I know that I would be standing on the right side of history. The history books will reflect that we stood. We stood when it was uncomfortable. We stood in the midst of adversity and we decided that the Virgin Islands is our Virgin Islands and we will not remain silent at a time when we deserve to be heard. I am sounding the clarion call again because I do not believe, like I said earlier, that this is a moment. It is a movement, so it continues. Galatians 6:9 comes to my mind. It is my favorite Bible verse and it says, "Do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not." I declare prophetically that we will not faint, that we will continue on in the spirit of prayer, in the spirit of dignity, and in the spirit of love for these Virgin Islands. May we remember who we stand on and who we stand with, and that is Christ. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I will turn it over to Bishop now.
All right. So, as many of you may know, I am not easily discouraged. After 30 years of pastoring, you've been through a lot. And not only pastoring, but being in the public eye.
Yeah.
I've been crucified many times. And you can't kill me twice. You can't kill a dead man. So we're going to keep pushing. And as Shari rightly said, this is not a moment. By any means. So our next move, I'm going to tell you all now. If the governor insists on bringing Mr. Richard Olga, we're going to sit in front of the police station. We're going to sit down there and we're going to block it. You don't understand what I'm saying? If you think that this is a moment, if the governor thinks that he can get radio time, like Shari said, he remember we had radio stations, so you get on there. We will do a sitting in the police station. Because we are not going to stop until we get justice for Jackie. We have the petition and we've collected many signatures. There are some of you online who have not signed the petition. Maybe you don't have the necessary technological advantage to do so. But we have the online ones, and we have some also the manual ones. We will put them all together. As you heard the appeal from Pastor Klein that we want you to sign the petition. So wherever you are, you can come by Infinite Solutions. There will be one by Save the Sea. That's the places I know, or any place else. If you know where they can be put, I will put them there, and we will sign the petition and we will submit it to the governor by the end. We were hoping by the end of the day, but we don't have it together like we wanna. So we're gonna have to delay doing that, but he will get this petition within a week. The Premier and his team will be traveling to the United Kingdom. I'm not sure when that is. Soon. And he will have a copy of the petition along with letters that have been written to take as part of his representation in the dialogue for constitutional review and advancement. So all of this is a part of our stand. It's not just about Jackie. It's bigger than that. So I thank you tonight and this afternoon for your sacrifice, for coming out from your offices and coming down and being counted and taking a stand against what we believe is an overreach by the governor of the United Kingdom. And I didn't make a mistake when I say governor of the United Kingdom, because that's what he's acting like. The governor of the United Kingdom, not the governor of the Virgin Islands. So, if you haven't signed, please come forward and sign the petition. Let's get as many as we can from who are here today. And may God bless you. Thanks again. Amen. Amen.
Put on some music here, let me dance. Put on some music. Jackie, pull up with Jackie. Pull up Jackie. Put on some music.